First semifinal is underway.
All right, let's get started. Got a tall lefty versus a slightly shorter
Pelle.
Hungarian fellow, and we're gonna meet this now. David King is not my co-commentator. Very blade active, heavy fencer on the right. Rami versus the Montcos Pelle on the left. I do not know how to pronounce any of these names. Tall and left and still willing to commit like that. It's going to be a good bout. I'm just trying to figure out how to get a chat view and everything, and there we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, 3-2, and now I'm focused. Yeah, focused. Longer distance, immediate foot touch, but out of distance, so nothing really done. Looks like Rami Ruspide is looking for, well, I was going to say looking for blade contact, but pulls in Pelle too close and gets a straight attack. Very nicely done. So far we've had one really good, like, 4-tempo. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. This is everywhere. Can't let that happen. Talking to the coach. Getting a little bit of a lesson, slightly arguing with the coach, maybe. If anything, Pelle needs to be a little bit more patient. He can keep Rami out, but he keeps throwing himself into distance. And that's where Rami gets him a lot. I mean, if you could do that, then I can understand why you would want to, but a little bit more patience and then do that, and it goes a long way. Clean in the strip like a good person for the next person, even though this is like the semis. It's such an interesting attack, honestly, because he's coming back like a foil attack, but he knows Rami's looking for the parry. Same kind of idea, but this time Rami counterattacks. So Pelle was going in with his arm very far back, looking for the parry, takes it back, disengages around and pushes him halfway down the strip to get two touches like that. And then for his fifth, Rami counterattacks. And classic counterattack in reverse from Pelle. Got a bit of a barn burner here with 11 touches in under 2 minutes. Cadets are just so active, no patience. All the athleticism, none of the patience. In for the counterattack from Pelle. Rami doing a very push-poke kind of a thing. A little bit farther out of distance. He wanted Pelle to take one more step in, I think, and he didn't quite get it. But a good flush to pull out a double anyway. Nice. Classic counterattack from Pelle. We may not make the second period. Feels like a saber bout. Good flesh from Rami. Caught Pelle with his arm extended. Took it. Pelle tried to pull back, but too slow to beat the flesh. Poke, poke. Poke, poke, too high, too low. Yeah. Rami's really good, clearly. Semifinals of Cadet Worlds. but just doesn't quite have the fine polish that he needs to make touches like that work. His setup was good, just shorted his lunge a little bit or didn't quite go far enough. Okay, we are going to make the second period, but 9-7 into the second is very high. If you're watching this and you don't know what's going on, because I'd like to end this stream at everybody, this is epee. It is the conceptually simplest of the weapons, the three weapons. There is a little button on the tip, and if you push the button on your opponent, the light goes off, and if the light goes off, you get a point. Doesn't matter where you hit them, and it doesn't matter how you hit them, as long as the light goes off. It's a lot about push, pull, and setting up and getting your opponent to commit to the wrong thing or not commit to the right thing so that you can hit them in that moment of opportunity. What I think we need to see from both fencers is a little bit more patience. They both have very good setups that both of them have used at least 2 or 3 times a piece. And they just need to wait a little bit more time to use them and make sure it's set up a little bit better. You know, fence boring, fence to win. Pelle gliding forward. Both go at the same time. These chips are dangerous, but they've been using them for 50 years and nobody looks to change, so I think we'll have to wait till somebody sprains an ankle or breaks a leg. Which I hope doesn't happen, but I wish they'd change it before it happened. Oh, that was phenomenal. The same massive jump forward from Pelle. Rami pulls back and pulls back again, finally catches the last action with an excellent Pelle riposte. Very clean, very tight, very high difficulty. And Pelle does the same thing right back to him. That same flash, it's been a single or a double. Finally, he gets the parry in time. Push a little bit from Pelle. Rami's turn to go for the foot. And back to the flush for the double. He has to stop doing that because he doesn't have any time left to double. He's got an entire other period to go with after this one, and this one's barely even started. Rami really needs to take his time, set up one really good touch. That wasn't it. That was a touch that he got, and that's good, but he barely got it ahead of the counter, and he didn't take the time to set it up properly. That was more likely to be a double than a single. Rami pushes, and that's a touch worth analyzing because that's at least the third one he's done on a very foil attack. The names are the wrong way around on the bottom. Oh my god, Nirso, you're right. And I can see the mask too, and I should have noticed. I just didn't even react. Anyway, Pelle needs to take some time and breathe and relax. He's got most of the second, more than half the second, most of the third. Rami's looking like a foilist and making it work by catching Pelle going backwards and then making sure he keeps going backwards. Now that it's over and we have some time, let's go take a look at that again. I believe it was this touch. No. Maybe. Another, I don't, no. Okay, so maybe the 12th touch. We're going to look at that again, and we're going to look at that in slow motion because this was such a good touch. No, that's subtitles. I can read. 7/5 speed. Look at this. This is goes backwards, and as he goes backwards, right as his back foot hits the ground, Rami comes in with his arm all the way back because he knows Pelle is just going to be swiping for the blade, can't get his arm in time, so it doesn't need to extend. That's so dangerous, such a high level touch. That's the future of epee right there. Is basically foil, where foil is now squirmy counterattacks.